Hello and welcome to the Indicator Warehouse. In today's video, I wanted to kind of touch base with you guys real quick and talk a little bit about support and resistance. So without further ado, let's go ahead and let's get started here. Let me go ahead and let me show you real quick exactly how I come up with these support and resistance lines. Now, they're not the end-all be-all. I'm nowhere near the support and resistance master that Eric Senft is, but I have learned a little trick over the years to kind of keep track of some of the previous highs, lows, and certain levels throughout a longer period of time. Let me show you how I go ahead and do that. Okay, the first thing that I want to do is I wanted to clear all those lines that I've already drawn on the chart. Now, the next thing that I do is I like to go back 30 days and I like to look for bigger levels. And again, you know, this isn't really a science, it's more of an art, but let me show you how I do that. The first thing that I'm going to want to do is this. I want to make some bigger Renko bars. So I'm going to go in here and instead of using a 12-tick mean Renko bar, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use a 30-tick mean Renko bar. Alright, so the reason I use the 30-tick bar is this. You're going to notice that with a 30-tick bar, I can actually get more days here on my chart. And let me go ahead, it's a lot easier to show you what I'm looking for rather than to try to explain it. So let's do this. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to scrunch this chart down and let's try to get some, let's try to see how many days we can get in here. Okay, so simply put, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to look for certain things. Like, for example, I'm going to look for highs, and we see a high right here. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to lay out a horizontal resistance line right there. That may be a point where looks like price is headed up here. If we look over here on this side of the chart, I know the bars are a little small, but that may be a sticking point if price tries to reach up through that. The next thing that I'm going to be looking for with my support and resistance is I look for what I like to call zones. And what I'm actually looking for is, I'm going to go ahead, let's open this up so we can see it just a little bit better. What I'm actually looking for is, I'm looking for points or levels like we have here, here, as well as here. And although it looks like these were just maybe some, you know, narrower range, choppier days, the one thing that I need to point out is this. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put my horizontal line on here again. And, you know, and with these, like I said, it's an art, not a science. I'm not looking for to the tick. I'm merely looking for certain levels of support and resistance. So for a support and resistance line to have any extreme meaning, as I like to call it, I like to see where we've had resistance, 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 and not necessarily 3 times. Once is enough. We see that price falls down. We see that price starts to rise again, and then we pull back, and then if we look here, we stop here. So this particular point of support has quite a bit of significance for me. That being said, what does it all really mean and how does it really make a difference? Well, simply put, right now price is all the way up here around 39.69 and 3/4. If price were to reach back down in this direction, then I might consider this particular line right here. This might be a formidable area to get through if price is going to go any lower. Also, that being said, like I said before, I like to take note of the highs. And here's the high that I marked from a couple of weeks ago. Well, alright, I hope you found this video to be informative. If you have any questions, please feel free to email me at ray@indicatorwarehouse.com. Thanks and have a great day.